Hey, it's Clay at claytrader.com. This will be my top 10 stocks as we head into Monday, August 19th. This will be a technical analysis breakdown, so if you're someone that uses charts within your trading, or maybe you're just interested in learning more about charts and how they can be used as a tool to help make good decisions as a trader, this will be a video for you. And also, if you trade Bitcoin, I will do a bonus analysis at the end. First off, a couple of clarifications. Number one, the candlestick you see right there will be moving around and changing. That is because the market's still open for a small amount of time. But I like to do these videos when the market is still open because sometimes we can capture some really interesting late day price movement. Second, I'll be using the 30-minute time frame, meaning each one of these candlesticks here represents 30 minutes worth of time. Stock number one, ticker symbol GOVX. Absolutely monster move on this one today. So got to think a lot of people will be watching this one headed into Monday. So let's map out some of the key levels to keep an eye on moving forward. First area, let's just start with the resistance because it stands out very clearly, and it's just a basic question. Where did the party finally stop today? And you can see that the party stopped right up there at $8.50. Not once, but actually twice. Both there and there. The bulls tried to push up through it, and both times the bears rejected it. That does not mean that 850 can never be broken. I'm just saying that apparently, according to the story that's being told to us via the chart, 850 is where the sellers are currently hanging out at. So keep an eye on that from a main breakout level. In terms of areas of support, I think an interesting pullback area right here is this little trend line. At that area, let me change that to green to represent support. So if you like to play pullbacks, keep an eye on that. And even if the price does come down here and basically stays somewhere right around here, ultimately overall what you would then be having constructed for you, so resistance, support, and then move up there, would be a form of a bull flag pattern, which if you're bullish, that's what you want to see. So all in all, nice movement here, great volatility, fantastic volume, and as traders, that's what it's all about, volume and volatility, and had both of those today. So if you like those ingredients, you like those bull flag type patterns, and you like stocks down below $10, definitely keep an eye on it. Next one, ticker symbol CING. Very nice move today, and once again, good solid pattern here that's formed. So as I draw this pattern, please realize I'm not trying to impress you. I'm not trying to imply this is a great discovery or special talent. I assure you a lot of people have noticed this, and I say all that because when a lot of people are watching the same levels and wondering the same thing, call it a self-fulfilling prophecy, call it whatever you want, it can produce some very dynamic movement. So there is a resistance. Right there is a support. Again, change that to green, and then to make the pattern easier to see, let's keep it one color. So we have our resistance, we have our support, we have the big move here. Now this is a little bit different of a pattern, not a bull flag, but if you golfers out there, put the golf ball down here, make it a little bit more visual. This would be a bull pennant pattern. So if you like these situations, if you like bull pennant patterns, then definitely keep an eye on it because this is definitely one where if you're writing a textbook and you needed an example for a bull pennant, you could throw this one right in. Next one, ZCAR, started off the day very, very nicely, opening 30 minutes, big green candle. And then from there, things got pretty ugly on the pullback. But what's made this now interesting is the pullback is seemingly over. And I say seemingly over just because you don't know, there's no guarantees. But given the action here that's formed, it's created an interesting pattern. So let me get this pattern into play. So we have our area of support. We have our resistance right there. And we essentially have a falling wedge, which is actually a bullish pattern. Now, you would think falling wedge is bearish, but actually a rising wedge is a bearish one, but a falling wedge is a bullish one. And that's what we have here. But the context of it is a bullish pattern still within an overall bullish environment. Yeah, there is a big, now let me take a step back. If you're a day trader, scalper, flipper, whatever you want to call yourself, and you bought right there and your plan is to buy and sell within, 13 minutes, well then yes, from that perspective, the chart looks terrible. But assuming you care about the bigger picture of things, you still do have an overall bullish context with the gap up, still an opportunity to build higher lows, price still above these moving averages. Now you have, like I said, that falling wedge bullish pattern within all of that. So if you like penny stocks, you like these sorts of patterns, certainly keep an eye on it. Next one, RKLB, and I'm going to go through this one a little quicker because you've already heard me talk about this, but again, another one of these patterns. And you got to think that a lot of people have drawn a trend line very similar to that. So no great discoveries, no special skills, which, introduces that, idea of, the self-fulfilling prophecies when a lot of people are watching the same levels and wondering the same thing. So we have that as an area of resistance. And then in terms of supports, have that level right there. And then to keep this the same color, make it easier to see, resistance, support, big move up, and that was not the straightest. So have you ever seen a golf hole like that, and maybe that had a windstorm, but still another bull pennant pattern. But at the end of the day, the question going into next week is, does the price continue to consolidate around this area? So that'd be question number one. And then the exciting question, of course, becomes, will this consolidation lead to a healthy breakout of that bull pennant pattern? So keep an eye on it if you like this price range, and we'll see what happens. Next one, NVDA, and this will mean a little bit more to those of you that watched the previous video, but if you did, hopefully remember me talking about that red line right there I put into place at 124.50, and you can see it was not perfect, but generally speaking, it was an area that was very stubborn today. A couple times the price broke above it, momentum disappeared, down it went, and then basically all afternoon long, it's been hanging right around that area and just has not been able to build and maintain any further momentum. So as of right now, this 124.50 mark has been a momentum killer. Doesn't mean that it'll remain that way, but going to next week, that's certainly going to be an area where, again, even if you break above that area, I'd still be cautious because there's been plenty of instances where it's broken above it and then the momentum disappears and it begins to struggle. But the good news is the price is still doing battle with it, and that's always a good sign. From a support standpoint, no need to complicate things. Just continue to watch that purple line there, 50 period moving average. I get it's pretty far away right now, but keyword there being moving, so as time goes by, that line is going to move itself higher and higher and get more and more relevant. But all eyes remain on 124.50, so let's see if the bulls can push up through there next week. Real quick, want to take a break and personally invite you to get signed up for this free live online webinar that I'm offering next week. So if you've been enjoying what you've seen and you want to learn more about this tool, how it can and should be used to build consistency and manage risk, then definitely get signed up for the free live class. If you're watching on YouTube, there's a link down in the description box you can use to sign up, or if you're watching right at my website, there's an area on the page you can use to get signed up. So like I said, if you've been enjoying, then definitely get signed up for the free class. Next one, ticker symbol ASTS, and finally acted human here a little bit after the movement on Thursday, which was pretty bonkers. Started off today with another big green candle, and then a big sell-off happened here. A lot of profit takers drove it down to here, and it did recover back upwards, and now it's basically chopping around. And this will mean a little bit more to those of you that watched the video from Thursday. If you did, talked about that line right there at 29.50 being a key level of support. And overall, after the price recovered back above it right there, you can see it went right back to acting as resistance there. So in all actuality, what has occurred is the price is stuck in this sideways channel, and that sideways channel is right here. Top of the channel, resistance, 33.50. Bottom of the channel, support, 29.50. So it's essentially just a question mark is who is ultimately going to win out, because if I were to push into a corner, that's what I'd say. Summarize this quickly, 30-minute sideways channel pattern. So do the bulls win out with a break to the upside? Do the bears win out with a break to the downside? Grab your popcorn and let's see who wins this battle. Next one here, TSLA Tesla, and another solid pattern here, one that you've seen. So I'm going to go through this quicker because I want to respect your time and don't want to turn into a total broken record. So there's our resistance. There's our support. And then, so resistance, support, big move up, golf hole down here, bull pennant pattern. Essentially what happened yesterday, I'm just doing this very crudely, but you can see that bull pennant. So been basically two bull pennants now formed in a row. So it's just a question now of will history repeat itself? Will a new, formation form, something like that on Monday or a Tuesday of next week? We'll see what happens. But big picture wise, everything is firing on all cylinders for Tesla. Price is putting in higher highs, price is putting in higher lows. And from a trend building standpoint, assuming you're bullish, that's really all you can ask for. Next one, TNXP. And this one has quite the up and down movement today, but really actually has some very well-defined levels with it. So first key battleground to watch very closely going to be right here at that area of 53 cents. Key area of resistance, if you just go back through the history of things, you can see acted as resistance both there and there. So clearly there's quite a few sellers up there. And then as far as areas of support are concerned, key level to watch from that angle, at least in my opinion, down here right around the 44 cent mark. And just to offer up a little bit more context, 44 cents, very important, because if the price were to fall down below that area, now all of a sudden you basically have the price down in areas that it hasn't seen for a while. Granted, it did go down there and hit that low, but I mean, do you really want to see the price after having gone all the way up here, come all the way back down there and revisit that low? Probably not. So overall though, if the price can at least stay above that level, then that keeps it keeps the price in the game, because at least you could just say, well, it's still stuck in this sideways channel. But a break to the downside there would be a bearish breakdown of that channel, and assuming you're bullish, that's not exactly what you're looking for. Next one, PLTR, and very nice move on this one. Talked about that red line in yesterday's video as a key breakout area, and you can see price came up here opening 30 minutes, broke through there, and then just absolutely cruised. Sure, it's pulled back, so again, a little bit of perspective if you're a day trader, flipper, scalper, and you bought there and you're hoping to buy and sell within 7 minutes. Well, then, yeah, from that angle, things are looking rough. But because yes, there was a pullback. But if you do care about the bigger picture point of view, part of the bigger picture is saying, okay, yeah, fair enough. There was this pullback here. However, what was happening before that pullback? And you'd say, well, the price was here and it shot all the way up there, which now has given me the ability to draw a bull flag pattern. Once more, I totally get it. You do not care about the bull flag if you were, buying the top right there as a day trader. But if you do care about things from the bigger picture standpoint, or you just like bull flag patterns, you have that aspect now in play. And the one update that does need to happen, just based on a foundational rule, when levels of resistance are broken and closed above, you want to see them act as support. I'm actually going to adjust that level up to there and now call it the ideal level at 3180. Ideal meaning, hey Clay, what would make this chart look the absolute healthiest and strongest moving forward? Certainly if the price stays above 3180, but if the price falls below it, not the end of the world. Because from the big picture of things, as long as the price stays above that purple line, then overall the bulls are still in full health. In terms of areas of resistance, going back to that very basic question, where did the party stop today? That was essentially up there at 3270, so keep an eye on that. But big picture wise, PLTR continues to stay in this very attractive uptrend, higher highs and higher lows. Next one here, TQQQ, and overall, higher highs, higher lows on this one also. And this one's been relatively boring, but I mean that in a good way because it just continues to grind higher and higher with each one of these lows. You can see it just gets higher than the previous ones, and then I was saying those highs just keep getting higher and higher, and you just get the the general idea of the overall uptrend here since the crazy move that happened actually quite a while ago now when you stop and think about it. So in terms of updates, I'm just going to go ahead and adjust this level up right there. So as I just talked about, that ideal level would make the chart look the strongest, 67.15. And then as far as the overall trend is concerned, even if the price doesn't hold above 67.15, as long as the price is above that purple line, then the bulls are still fighting, in full, strength. As far as areas of resistance, just keep an eye on that level right there at 69.35, as that's where the party stopped today. And then actually, as I look at this right now, little miniature, so pull back right there. Nice move up right here. So a little miniature bull flag pattern formed on the day. I will get to Bitcoin here in just a second, but for you stock traders out there, again, if you like what you saw here, then you want to learn more, definitely go get signed up for the free live webinar next week. It'll be Thursday, August 22nd at 7 p.m. Eastern time, so I hope to see you there. Now let's talk some Bitcoin. First off, a clarification, I am now using the 4-hour time frame. So each one of these candlesticks represents 4 hours and not 30 minutes. And because Bitcoin is open 24/7, that'll allow this analysis and video to remain relevant all weekend long. So on that note, I'm just going to assume that you're watching this video, let's just call it Sunday afternoon. And first off, good recovery. Last time I was doing this video, the price was on that red candle there, and the big question was, uh-oh, it's pushing down through this support. Is this the start of something much bigger? And we got our answer, no. It recovered very nicely. So again, let's say you're watching this video Sunday afternoon. Question number one, where is the price at relative to 57,700? As long as you're answering the question, the price is above there, then overall, I consider it not necessarily a hugely bullish weekend, but still bullish. Because worst case, if the price is still down around here, that's still at maintaining itself. It's maintaining above these highs these lows right there. And like I said, not an exciting bullishness, but a healthy bullishness in the sense of maintaining gains. Now, if you're saying, well, actually, Clay, the price is down below 57,700. Next immediate question, where is the price at relative to 54,500? If you're answering the question that the price is down below there, that's telling you that Bitcoin is having a very good weekend for the bears, and things are breaking down very quickly. On the flip side, if you're saying, well, actually, Clay, the price is still above 57,700, and then, okay, well, where's the price at relative to these highs right here? If it's up above there, well, then at that point, let common sense take over. Okay, how far above? The further up above that area, the more, and the more strength that has appeared, and the more bullish of a weekend it has become. And if somehow you're saying the price is up above that pink line right there at 62,875, then that is just telling you that Bitcoin is having a fantastic weekend. So keep your eyes on those levels, watch yourself those questions, and that'll keep this analysis relevant all weekend long. And as I invited the stock traders, I'm inviting you as a crypto and Bitcoin trader to get signed up for this training, because what you're learning about can and certainly should be used within the world of crypto and Bitcoin. So go get signed up. Like I said, it'll be next week, Thursday, August 22nd at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. As far as the top 10 videos are concerned, if you enjoy these, do a couple things for me. Please hit that like button, leave a comment below, give me your watch list for next week, tell me what you traded today, or if you have a request for me to do in a future video, comment down below and I'll do my best to get to that in a future video. So thanks for watching, have a great weekend, and go get signed up for the free training.